batteries?
I brought two controllers. I saw BYOC and I didn't know what the hell that meant.
Right, bring your own controller. That's what it was.
Yeah, I guess I brought one just in case because it's like I saw the layout for how the room's gonna be and stuff, and it got like a console joint.
Uh-huh.
So like people don't want to. I guess like maybe like oh we ain't never game right like next to each other.
Yeah.
Let's run a game real quick type shit. Or if like anybody comes in and is like yo you know what I'm better than you in at
Smash
Call of
Brothers
Duty.
and shit.
Yeah, so they just grab the controllers like you know what pull your controller out yo put your money where your
Oh,
mouth
you're right.
is,
You
cuz.
want it? Let's go.
Right?
Naraka Manaka. Hey, anyways, man. What up, guys? It's your boy Jimmy Dukes here with the unfortunate one, and I am fortunate to have him here, man. If you guys don't know, we're here in the ATL meetup. We got to meet yesterday for the first time, and I have to say that this fucker's exactly who I thought it was going to be, and as he is on camera. So a lot of people have different personas and things like that, but I have to say you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Dude, likewise, bro. It was exciting to like meet up with everybody, but I was like, you know, out of everybody that like all the content creators like that I've met and stuff like that, there's only a few people that like it's not just me that know you, like my family knows you.
Mhm.
We keep up with that type of camaraderie with each other. That was like I'm really looking forward to linking up and stuff. But yeah, I say the same thing. When I met up, I was like, oh, this is the exact Jimmy that's
Hell
on the
yeah,
stream.
man.
So
I just
dope.
say, yeah. And that's one thing that it's funny that you say that because you get more comfortable being in your own skin. Whatever
Yeah.
you're doing in life, man, I just feel like if you're always yourself, you're going to appeal to some people and not to others, and that's fine. But when it comes to this, I mean, it was funny when I met Hulky. He was like, "Damn, fuck your little ass, little motherfucker! Like you're fuck, like dude, it was perfect." And he was genuine too. And Reef was cool, and Chrissy was super shy, but she let loose yesterday, so
Yeah.
it was awesome, man. And we got to share a meal together. That was
Yeah,
great.
dude, that was dope.
And man, we went to go eat at this barbecue spot. Man, it was good, man.
Dude, it's like we eat at like whatever spots around where we live, but we don't come down to Atlanta because it's always traffic. But the food down here is definitely good. Like I was telling
Yeah.
my pops about, I was like, "Yo, that spot was
Yeah,
crazy."
we might have to go check that out and shit.
I was like, that spot was the move.
Yeah,
It was
man.
dope, man. It
Yeah,
was
what?
dope.
I had a brisket sandwich and I had collard greens for the first time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video. Or I'm gonna post it.
Yeah.
It was. I was where your initial face. I was like, "Oh shit."
He's not gonna like this
'Cause he
shit.
ate it. He was like,
I was taking
like-
it in. I was taking it in.
"Yeah,
Yeah, I was taking it because it's funny because my wife loves mukbangs and
Yeah.
videos, and you know she makes a lot of food, and I'm always like, I try not to be like that. You know how when people, yeah,
hella fake."
yeah. I was just like, let me savor it. Let me see. It was good though. It kind of reminded me like green beans.
Yeah.
Like green beans.
When you make it right, like they made it right.
Yeah.
So it was good. Like and then like I like how when it was like vinegar and they were like add the hot sauce. I was like, okay, yeah. So people either add apple cider vinegar or
Mhm.
hot sauce to it.
Nice.
You get that little bite. But then when you I added the hot sauce to mine too, I was like, damn, this is
Yeah, that shit was good.
fresh.
And what did you have to eat?
I had the collard greens too and the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was good.
It was. I thought it needed more. Like he gave me some, and I liked it, but I felt like it could use a little salt
For me,
or cheese.
Although I ate it, I was like, mine's better.
Yeah, right.
Like it was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like
Oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't like everything else.
Yeah,
Like those fries was probably one of the best things.
Yeah.
That junk was good.
yeah.
The fries with the
The
brisket.
fries with the brisket was really good. We had as a little appetizer, and the kids tore it up too.
Oh yeah, they was going for broke. Keimani ate like 3 jalapenos.
He was like,
The ride home sucked because he was farting.
"Oh, was he? Oh, it was
Yeah.
burning."
It was bad.
I wonder if he felt it this morning and shit.
Probably.
No, that's cool, man. So here we're here, and we're about to go downstairs to go meet up with everybody. But last night we went to they went to a club, and when I got there, Reef was like, "Let me know when you get here." And I walked up, and I got out of the Uber, and fucking Hulky was there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know he was coming.
Yeah.
So he had surprised everybody, and Chrissy, him and Chrissy play a lot, and Reef. I don't even know Hulky through them, but Hulky's a super cool guy, man. He's how he was on stream is how I met him. He was fucking loud and funny, and it was great to talk to them outside. Then we talked a little bit for like 30 minutes, and then they left because they weren't going to go in with the baby and shit like that. So
Yeah.
it was cool, man. A lot of people had a really good time last night. You know, shout out to there were some people that were really friendly. And I was just kind of chilling. This guy named Goldie, super cool guy, came up to me. I was talking to him. NATO Gaming, Thrive came up to me. Even Spank Queen, she came up to me and said hi. She was there with her husband. Reef was chilling, Styles was chilling. But there was No Sense was having a good time dancing up on the table,
dude,
man.
that video
He was super cool.
hilarious.
Fox is cool as fuck and shit like that. So I'm sure we're gonna meet a lot more other cool people downstairs and stuff. But it's cool to sit there, and I look forward to Reef brought this up, and then you lived in this area too. So I was like, man, it makes sense for me to come over here because we were talking about it yesterday. Like it's kind of out of my way, but a lot of people that I know are coming to this or in this area.
You have no idea the connections you're gonna make. It's like, yeah, because even for me, like initially, I wasn't gonna go. I was like, nah. Like the only people I knew was like you, Reef. I knew Styles, Fox, and I didn't know Fox and No Sense were going. So the only people I knew that was going from the original list was you, Reef, and Styles. And I was like, I don't know enough people. I was like, I'll just come down there because I live here and just meet you guys and just let you do your thing. But then the more time passed, the more it kept being brought up. And Fox was talking about it, and then I had other people asking me. I was like, why wouldn't I go?
Yeah,
I don't have to pay for a hotel. I don't have to pay for a plane. All I got to pay is just to pull up. Like,
I'm glad too, because when you said that you didn't want to for your own reasons that you've told me about, and I was like, yeah, I can respect that. But I'm glad you changed your mind. But it was one of those where
change my mind,
right? See, that wins. But and that was the thing. You had said, you know what? I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone and go.
Yeah,
but I'm glad
it made sense because I was just like, you know what? Because like honestly, it wasn't even just about me. Like no, like I'm just trying to suck Jimmy's ass, guys. It's like that serious. Like I was like, you're going out of your comfort zone too to come down here, and if I'm gonna meet you, and I know that you're kind of in the same boat as I am, that you don't know a lot of the people there. I'm like, it's so much more, I guess, comfortable to go with somebody that you do know. So I was like, we linked up, and I based it off of like when we linked up. I had a feeling it was gonna be perfectly fine. Yeah. But then especially when we linked up, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm getting my ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Like Jimmy's cool. Yeah. Even if I don't like meet up with nobody else, I know we can have a good time. Yeah. So that was my focus.
Hell yeah, man. That's insane. I'm glad you're able to get away with the family because you got a lot of stuff going on too, and get away for a little bit to come hang out with me and meet some other people and see where it goes from there. Because
I'm excited.
Because with this whole content creator thing, you might run into somebody that you might be cool with and you would have never known if you would have not gone. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who can care less about us, which is fine too. And I'm sure I'll meet a lot of people like, oh, I care less about them. Nothing personal, nothing against them. But we just might run into somebody like, hey, that guy's kind of cool. This person's kind of cool. Like, hey, you want to link up or do stuff like that? Maybe.
You never know the
You never know.
And it's also like, for me, I've always been my biggest like quirk, I guess, before streaming was, like being real. Yeah. And this is the best time to test if someone's real. Correct. Because we're all said. Like we're all somebody, and it's not like if you're not, I'm gonna call you out. It's just more of a like my own personal satisfaction. Like, okay, that person's like you. I was like, okay, you're exactly who I thought you were gonna be. There's a bunch of people there. I met Fox, and Fox was kind of the exact person I thought he was gonna be. Yeah. We met just for a few minutes, but it was like, okay, so you're not like, because some people be like all rambunctious and crazy, and then they're like, introvert, or they're introvert, and then you go out there and they're actually really cool people. You never know. Yeah, it was funny you say that because Chrissy, she had posted I'm here, but I'm like super shy. I don't know what to do. And she was hanging out, and it's funny because Chrissy has like a pretty good following, and people were walking up to her and saying hi, like excited. And she's like, I was like, see, superstar shit. But she's like, but she's such a sweetheart. You know what I mean? But she let loose a little bit and was talking and everything. And it was cool because even though she was like, she's really friendly on stream and everything, like she was really shy. But once she started talking, getting comfortable, she was exactly who she was. Yeah. Because, you know what I mean? It's the setting. Yeah, the setting too. Because with me, I mean, obviously, I'm an idiot and I laugh and make stupid jokes and shit like that. But I'm not going to just go in and be that person right away. I got a few. Yeah, you got to read the room. Read the room. If I need to just be chill and reserve, I'll be chill and reserve. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm not being myself, but at the same time, I don't need to wow out and kind of stand down. Hey, everybody look at me. I'm Jimmy Dukes. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, at the same time. Like you got to know that balance on like when to wow out, when to just mellow out.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, cheers on this shit, man.
Finished.
Cheers on this shit, man. Having a beer before we go down there and go see what's everybody, man. And
yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming early and coming to hang out and record this shit for people and shit, man. This is our initial reaction. We'll do something after.
He said early.
Hey, I didn't want to bust you out though. See,
I'm not gonna put Pops on blast, but that's all I'm gonna say. Nah, it was just a lot of
Plus traffic.
Yeah, traffic was bad. So I was supposed to be here like noon. Well, I was gonna leave here. I was like, I'm gonna see how I feel at noon. I woke up at like 11, and I was like, I feel good. She got the clear, so I was feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh hell yeah, like I'm good. I got my energy. I knocked out last night. Yo, I'm gonna go pull up and we just gonna kick it.
Hang out, yeah.
And then it was just one thing, one unfortunate event after another for my dumb ass. And then next thing you know, the event starts at 5. I'm here at 5. I was supposed to be at like damn near.
Hey, but we got to have a drink before we go downstairs and shit. So we're gonna see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to meeting some cool people down there and chopping it up and stuff. So we'll have a little after of this, and we'll post this video out first, and then we'll do the one after and shit for tomorrow. Man. But hey, man, for sure, man. Let's go downstairs and see what's up with everybody, man. Boom, here we are, man. So here we are. It is 11. We don't want to say it's too late, but we just got done from coming upstairs and hanging out with everybody at the ATL meetup. Your first impressions of what do you think? What you expected and what you got out of it?
I mean, I expected it. I expected what I got out of it is kind of what I expected. It just like it's my first meetup ever, so it was like just being able to see people without a camera in their face and seeing people without a mic and without I'm not having to be somebody to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
When you're on there, you're like, I'm trying to get noticed, I'm trying to get stars, or trying to get this, whatever. Regardless if you say it's for fun or not, you have a goal that you're trying to reach, and that's what your persona is going to meet. So coming to this to see everybody out of that content creator element and just being them,
just like hanging out, everybody just cool.
It was dope because it was a nice thing to see how people are off, to see who is 100% authentic and who isn't. And even if the people that weren't, that doesn't mean they're not cool. That just means okay.
That's how they. But they're not fake at the same time. They know they have their persona, but in person they're different.
Yeah, and it's like, and that was my thing. With some people, it was like there was some people obviously that's not exactly who they're on camera, but you are not a bad person.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, so I see that's your persona you put on. That's dope, but at least you're still cool people IRL. Mm-hmm. So I fucks with it.
That's cool. I think I got the same vibe. Seeing people in person, and like I've seen a lot of these people, and like I don't follow them and I'm honest with them. I've seen them, but it was cool because you see them in person, you kind of get an idea of how they are in person because at the end of the day, we're all content creators, you know, how you said, and we all have different personas and different goals of how we carry ourselves. But a lot of people were genuinely like who the fuck they were when you see them online. Yeah, it was cool, man. Was cool. I met quite a bit of different people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't say all their names or whatever, but a lot of them were pretty cool. I mean, I think everybody was in my opinion, I'm pretty sure you can say that everybody was pretty open and open-minded as far as like
there was no
hanging out.
Assholes.
It was no assholes. It was, you know, everybody was having a good time. There were certain times where people were, you know, having a good time because of the music, because of alcohol. But other than that, it was like nobody got wild or crazy or
whenever
like, nobody felt like it was like
Yeah, I like that when everybody like if it was a moment where it got loud, it was just because everybody mingled.
Yeah.
There was certain songs came out, that Biggie song came out, we were all like singing the lyrics and stuff. Like that's different than just like this one table was just wilding out versus everybody else. Like it was just dope that whenever it got a little bit loud, it was because the community was together.
Yeah.
We were all loud together.
Yeah.
Versus it was like these guys.
It was cool. I think, yeah. And, you know, I had said this earlier. I didn't know that who was setting it up and who was doing this or all that. But, you know, the guys, I guess they were the partners and the guys that got it together. I think they did a pretty good job of, you know, it was pretty solid. I think there was like 50, 60 people in there.
Yeah, at least,
you know.
I didn't know a lot of people. And what I liked is you couldn't really tell who the partners were.
Yeah.
Besides the people that hosted, like Kelly Kale, Thrive, Black Lion Gamers, and Black Phoenix. Like those guys obviously were the people that started this.
Got it all together, yeah. Shout out to them for doing it.
Yeah, definitely, man. That shit was lit. Thank you guys, man. It was dope. And they were also great hosts. I mean, they made sure every single one of them came up and asked if I was good personally. Yeah. And I saw them go around. Their hospital skills were great. Yeah, very for sure. All of them. They were open. Was cool. And then it was even at one point they were doing a panel and they're like, all right, we're done. We're done taking questions. And I looked at Black Phoenix and I was like, hey, man, one more. He's like, I got you, man. So shout out to him, man, because he could have said, like, hey, sorry. But he let me ask a question. It was pretty cool to ask those, you know, those guys. I don't know who they were until, you know, a week ago. I'm going to be honest, you know. You know, there's so many goddamn content creators out there, and we all have different vibes, and people fall
but I respect them for who they are and what they do.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody has a different agenda.
Yeah, I might not be up in their shit, but obviously a lot of people like them for a reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, they're there for a reason.
You know what I mean? So I could totally respect that shit.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might not like it, but whatever they're doing is working.
Mm-hmm.
So for me not to look at them and ask them questions, it'd be stupid of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be like not be willing.
Question.
Yeah, to be willing to learn a little bit because one of the other guys said some good stuff, and I agreed with him on some point, and then some other things I disagreed, but I was open enough to hear him talk about it. And I forgot that guy's name, man. Shout out to him. He was Buddha? Honest. Buddha? Yeah, Buddha, like yeah. Yeah, he was honest. It was cool. He was on stage. There was a million people talking, but he was looking straight at me and answering my question. So I thought it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that was definitely respect because it was hard. Like people got a little loud at first.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah, but that fool was looking at me, and he answered my question, and I thought that was cool because he could have taken the shortcut or whatever, and like no, but he gave a respectable answer, and I could totally understand.
You could tell he didn't bullshit. Mm-hmm. He was being authentic.
Because I think it was who was it, Thrive or who was it? Damn, the one of these like, hey, you know what? I could say this, but this guy has a better experience, and he brought him on stage.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was cool because he could have taken over the mic and said, "Oh, well, this is my experience." He's like, you know what? For that question, I got somebody who can give you that answer. So I thought it was cool.
Those are the people that you need to focus on and respect. Mm-hmm. Are ones that understand that there's somebody that's beyond me when it comes to an expertise.
And he was genuine about it.
Yeah,
he was like, "I can give you my answer, but let me give you somebody who's going to give you a better answer." And it wasn't even about him.
Yeah.
So I thought was pretty cool.
That's respectable. No, I had a good time. I mean, and beyond like the professionalisms and stuff like that, just meeting everybody, it was really fun. Like some people that don't know, like I wasn't gonna come at all. I was just gonna come link up with you and stuff like that and chill. But I was just like, you know what, man? Last minute, I was just like, I just need to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually really glad I did because everybody that we met was really cool. I met a handful of people I've never seen before. Some people I knew who they were, but I never met them, and it was just like dope to be able to politic with these guys and like understand a little bit more than just, hey, I'm in your chat, give me a shout out type shit. Like,
well, it's cool to really see chill. Like you see somebody on stream or camera,
mm-hmm.
and then you get to see them and talk to them. Because I remember when we talked about a while back. If you like it or not, you're a face, mm-hmm. regardless in some aspect, mm-hmm. famous or not famous, but you're out there compared to somebody who's not out there.
Yep.
So to a certain extent, you have to carry yourself a certain way and things like that to be successful and things like that. But it was cool because a lot of people had their personas and a lot of people were cool. A lot of people were like, we're exactly who we are or thought they were. And it was cool to see that, because everybody has a different goal and it might not be my goal, but it's their goal and I can respect it.
It was just nice seeing everybody mingle. And, it was cool seeing some people, how they were cool with these people and then they would come over here and it was cool with them. And it was just different energies and just kind of seeing why we're creators. That's kind of what I got out of it. I was like, this was a perfect representation of why everybody here is a content creator. Mm-hmm. The ones that you saw getting up, going around, talking to different crowds, different styles of people, and being able to match their energy and be a part of what they're doing at that moment, and then jumping to the next one. Like, that's what we have to do. I mean, everybody in our chat is not the same people. We may be like-minded with a certain extent.
Yeah.
But we're all different. So
exactly.
Hold those combos with people and then seeing them come in here and do it without a camera on, it just, I don't know, that just, content creation just kind of got to be a personality because you can't just be too introvert or you're just not going to really do it.
To a certain extent, yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're out there. I mean, people are going to know you or not know you. It doesn't matter. If 0 people or 100 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you put yourself on a camera and do anything, somebody's going to know you eventually. You know what I mean? So it was cool to come across people, how you were saying we're all progressing in our own different ways and wanting to do different things. So it was cool because I got a lot of good positive energy from a lot of people, real or fake. And I don't know if it's real or fake, but everybody I talked to was pretty genuine. You know what I mean? In a certain extent.
Yeah, and
it was positive.
At you a certain type
there was not a single person I talked to was like, you know what I mean?
You're Jimmy Dukes.
Yeah, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? But so I think I went out of my way, and you did too. We tried to talk to different people that aren't in our circle, which is good because at the same time you're trying to network and And we were talking about this earlier, just like you might run into somebody you'd be cool with it would have no idea. I think I got like 3 or 4 people tomorrow showing up that I didn't even know of. They were like, "Why you do that? Fuck yeah!" And I'm like, "Oh,
be part of that." Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
I didn't know. I've been Kelly Kale's stream for like 3-4 months now. I had no idea he's 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah,
bro. You know who else I just realized is like 10 minutes away from me? Hitman Gaming.
What?
He literally is 10 minutes away. I don't
know. You should go hit him up. Hitman. Hit him up.
Hitman, right? Hey, I'm not gonna do it.
He said Hitman in a video game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, when I heard that, I was like, damn, bro, it's just a small world. Like, the freaking one of the hosts is like 20 minutes from me.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what? So I was like, now that we have a way to connect, I was like, bro, we can mingle on some other shit. Like, that just opened a whole new door to stuff. And it was like, if I would have stayed at home, I would have never known 90% of the shit that I found out today.
I think it was good. It was a good learning experience. It was good to meet people with different walks of life and goals and, you know, their personal experiences, because all of our experiences are different. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to achieve a certain goal in our own different way in that same direction.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Regardless if you're like this, we're all going that way.
Yep.
Even if you take corners or it cuts off and you slow down, but you're still trying to go that way. So it's cool to talk to people that, you know, eventually or trying to strive to something like that. So, you know, I think it's a win.
Yeah. Besides the food taking long as fuck.
Oh, man, we got free food.
Hey, but
we'll take it.
Hey, man, I got your bill. It's all right. I'm still here. I'm going to just eat it anyway. Fuck it.
Right?
You know
hey, we'll take it.
It was worth it. That food was good, too.
You know what? Other than that, waiting so long, dude, that catfish, I tore it up.
Oh, dude, I ate all that. I was like,
I wanted ketchup so bad, or or hot sauce.
Bro, it needed sauce.
And I was like, I just fucking went through that, bro.
Lady was like, if you need any condiments or sauces, please let me know. I was like, cocktail sauce? Gotcha. Next. I was like, all right, fuck. Like, where's my sauce at? I was like, you know what? It's all good.
That was how, dude, I tore that up. It was funny because I went and sat down and I was eating, and then you showed up and I was all, oh, is it good? And you're like, oh, I'm just sitting down, and my fucking ass was already gone through.
And then you make fun of me for eating exactly. And then you was the one like, is it good? I was like, I don't even know.
Bitch, I don't even know. I brought you your food. We were there together. You already inhaled it.
That shit was hilarious. I was like, you want some extra? You said, give me that shit.
Yeah. Give me that catfish. What is it?
It was a win. Good. Yeah.
I think it was good, man. I appreciate you hanging out and having this little posting. You know, shout out to everybody who came out to the ATL meetup. And I think it was a positive meetup, and it could only get bigger from here.
Yeah.
So shout out to, you know, even though I don't know them or who the organizers are, you guys did a good job.
Yeah, man.
Black Phoenix and Thrive and, you know, Kel and Trav, I think, from my understanding, I think those are the reason that this got together. But hey, I give them props because they could easily just made it about them, and it isn't. So shout out to those
that's
guys.
A dope thing. Like, to hearing the origin of it, that they was just doing a thing with their peoples. Like, just come link up with us, man. It'd be nice, little get together. And then more people came besides just, I mean, obviously a lot of the people that came was because they fucks with them. So it was still technically kind of their community. But it's like they were able to give other content creators, like, they didn't care, like, oh yeah, you could pull up, but make sure you pull up because of me. Like, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
And like, that just shows like you could be humble and be successful. Like, to be able to make it not about you and to make it something bigger. And now look at how big it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this was big.
Yeah, because like all the positivity that comes out of this is only going to spread. Because next year, even if there's 20 more people, there's 20 more people than last year.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, wherever location is held, you know, this group of people have all started building a relationship.
Exactly. And that's all that matters.
You know what I mean? You started building a relationship with some of these people. Some people I might talk to and never talk to again, but it was cool meeting them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
you got that. You
might like, oh yeah, I know Miko. You know what I mean? I know Jimmy. He was cool. I met him. He was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you could do. It's not like you're trying to everybody to get on your page or get to follow you. But if you're genuine, people could respect you if they ever hear your name. They're like, oh no.
There was like half the people I met. Some of them would like pull out their phone, like, oh, I gotta da 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 da. And some people we just talked, and neither one of us pulled out our phone. But it was like, it's not like, what a dick. It's like I didn't like you said, I didn't come here to get follows.
Yeah.
I didn't come here like, yeah, we all came to network, but I didn't come here to get followed by other content creators, because last thing, like, we're all content creators. So I'm not going to invest as much time watching everybody's streams. So I'm trying to make my business grow.
Exactly.
But now I know you guys. So if I see you, I'll be like, hey, yo,
hey, what's up? Yeah, man.
We have like a common
positive,
ground to speak on. It's like, that's what it's about. If we run into each other.
And I'm glad you said that because a lot of people might take that as, well, damn, I talked to this fool and he didn't even fuck with me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's nothing personal. I've said it, man. I've said it. I'll say it every single time on my streams, man. Mm-hmm. We're on push to talk or you're coming into my stream, I'm going to just be honest with you. But if you get upset with me being honest and I'm not trying to be a dick, then it's just like what kind of person you are. So like if somebody comes to me like, oh, I tried to talk to Jimmy and he was a dick. I'm like, all right, well, you didn't honestly get to talk to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you feel that way, then I'm not going to get mad at you, mm-hmm. you know, obviously, because I feel like I don't think I'm a dick anytime. But if you feel that way, I'm not going to go out of my way to defend myself.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there all the time. You know what I mean? How many times have you said that? I don't care. I'll be honest and people get upset. But at the same time, you don't always try to be all brash and be like talking shit. But hey, if I'm going to speak on something, I want to speak it comfortable and be honest. Yes. But at the same time, I'm trying to be a dick, but I'm telling you how I feel. So if you get upset how I feel, then that's your, you know, that's
people
you.
That be like, oh man, like my biggest thing, it's kind of a tangent, but my biggest thing to me was like, people will come up to me like, oh man, I love you because you're real. You're 100% real. You're this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. But eventually there's going to come that moment where I got to be real with you when you came across. Mm-hmm. And then now all of a sudden they're like, oh, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm just being real like you like.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, you just don't want me. You don't want me to be real with everyone else but you.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the thing too. Is like, yeah, man. But
you know what I'm saying. But I like people that like, even if I'm real with you, we're good.
Yeah, but and a lot of people have a hard time accepting that as a thing because it's not like I'm attacking you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know, and the way you receive it, and I'm not saying that you're attacking somebody, but at the same time, like the way you come across, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't think you're. I mean, you can. But I feel like you're pretty fair when you come across saying something. Hey man, y'all trolling me right now. I got it. And you know, my kids are asleep and you're trying to fuck with me. Like, hey, I love y'all, but don't be trying to troll me. You're being honest.
Yep.
So if you think I'm being a dick by telling you, hey, don't fuck with me right now, then you get upset. Exactly. I'm being honest with you.
Yep.
You know 100%. What I mean? And I think a lot of people get caught up because we're on camera and we say certain things. Like I've had people, well, damn, Jimmy, you said that. And I'm like, I don't think feel like I was out of pocket or anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I said it and that was it. So if you feel offended, that wasn't my intention. But if you're going to get offended, that's your fault. I'm not going to say sorry. Because I feel like I'm at the point in my career when it comes to this is if I say something, I'm not going to say it for views. I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to be a dick. I'm just being honest. So if you feel offended by something, then if you get mad, I'm not going to try to justify or defend myself. If you get upset at what I said, hey, I didn't mean it to be personal, but if you took it that way, that's your fault.
Yep.
It's not like I was attacking you. Because a lot of people feel like, hey, damn, in general, Miko said this, and I think that fool was saying that shit about me. If you feel that way, then obviously something's up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's
something's up.
Yeah, it's like, but my biggest thing too is if you feel that way, man, just ask. Like my biggest thing is clarity, dog. So that's why I was like coming here was a lot of clarity I got from a lot of people, some people that I've known, some people that I've known and maybe not get along with. There's some people that people know I don't get along with everybody in the world. You're not supposed to. But it was like just to come get clarity, be like, all right, cool. But at least I know in this type of setting we could be cordial. Or some people that's like, okay, so you're like this, but reality you're like this. And it's just like you get clarity. So like for that type of instance, if I feel like you said something and I read it this way, I'm gonna come to you and talk to you to get clarity, not to feel like you offended me and expect an apology.
Yeah, I'm gonna punk your ass right here and shit.
Yeah, like.
But that's the thing is too is like a lot of people aren't used to that.
Yeah.
So they might feel it like, hey, you're trying to. But that's the thing. That's funny because like if somebody pulls me aside, I'm like, oh, they want to talk to me. I don't feel like I feel like the reason they're pulling me aside, man. Because I've said a lot of shit in my life, and I've had a lot of my friends. I'll say there was one story in particular that one of my good friends had gone through something. And I said something jokingly saying about it. And I've known that for years.
Yep.
He pulled me aside. He's like, hey, Jimmy, I know you're fucking around, but I found that offensive. And, you know, and I just wanted to let you know, oh, crushed. You know, but he pulled me aside, you know, and said, hey, man, I know that's not you and you're fucking around. But at least he was calling me face to face. Yeah. He easily said, damn, you're a dick. Why are you saying that shit in front of me? Exactly. Dude, he pulled me aside, and I think that was even worse. Because I was like, damn, my heart. But I respected the fact that he said that. I respected the fact, and I knew he was serious about what he was saying. Yeah. So when I took it in, he looked at me. We were good. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people have a hard time where they'll say that they're good and they're not, or you have a conversation with somebody and you learn a little bit and you might disagree or not disagree, but I think being open-minded about it is good. Especially you're saying the whole content creator thing is like, I got to meet Tulu and I never heard of her before. Shout out to Fox, his girlfriend. Yeah. And she was super cool. And she was like, damn, you're nice, Jimmy. I'm like, I'm just myself.
He's like, I know.
I just, I take that, I take that as a compliment, because I don't think in my adult life I've ever heard somebody say, yeah, Jimmy, fuck that guy. Yeah. I don't think I've ever felt that guy. And it's not my goal to ever get that, or like my goal is not to make everybody like me. But I feel like the way I carry myself and whatever, I feel like I'm a decent person. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. But if you don't like me, it's like, damn. If you really don't like me, there must be a reason. Yeah. There must be a reason you don't like mine, because everybody likes my little ass. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Personable, man.
Yeah, man. So if you don't like me for a reason, there must be a reason.
But it was dope meeting everybody, man, and just seeing how even Tulu and Fox and Fox's brother and everybody was dope, because it's like it wasn't just Fox. It was like you got to kind of meet like their personal. You got in their personal bubble, like you got to be my fam and stuff like that.
I thought that was cool. Your family was lovely. It was great. Yeah, I had a good time.
To get to that level is dope, because that's bond building. Yep. That's not just I met that dude at the meetup. Nah, I met old dude and his old lady was there, and then
we sat down to have a meal, had a good conversation.
Man's brought his fam bam. It was like it's like, all right, cool. So I got to meet more than just you. I got to it's like it's almost like opening yourself up a little bit, like vulnerable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like. Showing them like I'm a human. When we all came to the meetup, we all came to show, hey, I'm human. I'm not just some like internet dude. Like I'm not some CGI character. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like like I actually am fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like.
But you don't always eat on camera, though.
It's not a filter, dog. This is real skin.
Right? You don't always eat on camera, but you did a good job.
But when I eat, it's on.
But he's about to eat. You guys don't eat. And we ate already, so
yeah. But we were, my camera was.
But by the time I put the camera on, it was already gone. So, shit. Good shit, though, man. I appreciate you coming down and hanging out. I think this was a win, and it was a pleasure meeting you and hanging out with your family and hanging out with you today, man.
Yeah, this was.
I think it's one of those, like, I'm not, like, there was some people that were overhyping everything, and it's fine, but I feel like, but it's cool, like, I feel like I'm going in the right direction. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to the right type of people and relating to the right type of people. Being open-minded and meeting different people with different goals. There was one person who's like, I'm getting that partner goal. My goal is the partner, which is fine. I can't hate on that. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Like, there's a lot of people that their goals are like this, and this. And just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean I can't hate on it. Yeah, exactly. I can't hate on that. Like, that's what they want. So I can't be mad at them. So when I talk to one guy, it's like, well, why do you stream? I do it for this. They look at me like I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? So I can't get mad at them because my goal is different than their goal. So I can't explain my goal, my future, what I ideally see for myself is completely somebody's different life. So I can't hate on them. The fact that we're open-minded enough to hang out and talk to people is a good thing.
Yeah, because it was dope. Because it was like there was some people that just I didn't even know who the hell they were, but it's like you got to talk to these people because you have no idea if they could be a potential asset in your future. That's why I looked at everybody in that building when we walked in because I was like, I wasn't gonna go. I was like, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go hungry. If I'm gonna go hungry, everybody in this building is an asset, potential asset, because you can either help me in my business or something else in life from knowing you, and you never know. Like, I could learn a life lesson, learn a business lesson, make a friend, all that type of stuff. You never know until you go and try. So it's like everybody I wouldn't talk to, I need to talk to you. Because you never know what that person
it goes back to we saying the open-mindedness.
Yeah, you have to be. Because if you're not, like, you can't go through a door unless it's open. So it's like, how would you expect to get out of your box if there's not an open? Yeah. You got to open your box and get out.
Well, yeah. And eventually there's other doors.
Exactly.
But you don't know until you try to go down the hall.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? Down the hall, there's a couple more doors. And if you don't try those other doors, you wouldn't know. Because you're only stuck at this one door.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, one guy was like so big on one thing and another thing, and I respect it. And in my head, I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do, but I can respect that. and good luck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that you do what you're playing on this platform and it gets you there.
Yeah.
I would love to see that because I would look back and be like, damn.
He did it.
He did it. And then my ass is looking at him like, good fucking luck. And my ass is still doing the same thing. And that might be doing, you know what I mean?
Out there like,
you know what I mean?
Was gonna do
exactly. It's so cool, though. And I think that's the best thing about what you were saying, this whole content creator thing, because one of us could have a fucking bump crazy. So are you going to hate on the bump or are you going to respect the bump? And you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people get caught up like, why them? Why this? Why that? Why that? Why are they getting this?
Yep. Yeah,
like, don't worry about them. Worry about yourself.
Yep.
Worry about what you're doing and what you can control to make yourself better. And I think a lot of people get caught up on that because one guy was like, well, I set a goal for this followers and I set a goal for this subscription. And I told him, that's cool, man. What other goals do you have that don't depend on other people? And he's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, all your goals are based on other people doing something. What about you? He's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, how about you publish a reel every day, or you make a post every day, or you make
that makes a difference.
Well, and that's why I was like, I respected his goals and what he was going about in his community. But the thing is that if you're not looking at bigger streamers and what they're doing, and you're not doing it, then how the fuck do you think that you're gonna succeed by doing what you're doing? You keep doing over and over again.
Yeah, it's like the sign of what's it called? The insanity is doing the same thing, but expecting a different result. Yeah, that's all you're doing. It's just I'm gonna keep doing. It's gonna work eventually. Probably not.
One of the partner guys was like, "Why are you playing a game that nobody's watching?" And then you get upset for views. And I thought that was a perfect
dude.
Because I tell a lot of people too, is like, yeah, you like that game, but nobody's watching. So it's tough to play a game that nobody's watching on Facebook unless you're multi-streaming and getting the numbers from other platforms. If you guys don't know this, if you're a content creator and you listen to us and me and Miko talk this, you need to go to the browsing page of Facebook and look at the top 10 games, and then you look at how many people are watching that. If your game has 0 viewers and you're playing that game all the time, guess what? That game on that platform doesn't work. So if you want to play that game, you got to look at other platforms. Mm-hmm. Twitch is a lot of people, and it's harder to get there, but at least there's people watching that game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Twitch is different because Twitch isn't a social media platform, and that's why I like Facebook, because if you're going to be on Twitch, 90% of it is gaming. I mean, you get people that do IRL streams, you get people that do all this other shit, but I would say a good 90% of the people that downloaded Twitch was for gaming content.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's more of a hardcore following.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you go to Twitch and you play a game, you got to watch the numbers and make sure, because I heard for you to get good on Twitch, you got to get a game that's not too many people streaming it, because you get a better reach. But if no one's watching it, you're not going to get nobody.
Exactly.
So it's like, it makes sense.
But it's one of those, like, if it's oversaturated.
And it's oversaturated.
Yeah, you got, let's say you got a game, Tarkov. There's 30K people watching Tarkov. And then the top 2 people have 10K or 20K. That's 30K of people that are watching. Then the rest, it trickles down. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching that, but the top 4 channels is what they're watching. Not the people with 5 views or 6 views. So even though a lot of people are playing that game and there's a lot of views, how many people are taking that viewership from the top? And a lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah, that's why I like with Facebook, because Facebook was a social media platform before it was a gaming platform. So things like this, podcasts, IRL type joints, being able to be a little bit of variety, it does help, but it depends on what type of following you're trying to get. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to do that slow and steady, then do what you're doing, like what we're doing. It works because I'm not trying to blow up and then have like a quarter that people actually loyal. Yeah. I want, as long as we keep growing, so does our loyalty. Yep. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, versus you playing the same joint because it's hot at that moment and you blow up. But
the thing is that if you can, you could trickle into it, but you don't depend on it.
Exactly.
And I think that we, in my opinion, we do that in our own type of ways. Yeah. Like, I was playing Naraka and I liked it, but you took over and you made it like one of your main things. And I like it, but it's just not something that I could play all the time. But I respect it because you took the trend and it's blowing up, and it's something that's already in your background. Like, you like that kind of shit. Like, the perfect fucking game for you. Dude, so like when that shit came out, I was like, of course, this is perfect. This fucker talks about ninja shit and nunchucks and shit like that. This is perfect. The guy is an anime guy, knows all about that. But guess what? I like fucking playing Naraka, and I like this game because of XYZ, and you're gonna have a following because of that. You know, it's so
exactly.
cool.
And then
It's cool.
like, and you know what, for me, which I guess, and you know, this is something I actually would tell anybody that's a content creator. I found out from Naraka because I finally found my game. I think it's gonna keep going. If you can stream a game and not even play it and spectate it, that might be the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was playing the Fortnite joint with everybody and I was getting murdered the first fucking 10 seconds of the game with my wife in a duos because everybody else plays Fortnite every day and it was sweats. Run into somebody, I got shot before I was able to pull out my gun. And then the whole game I was spectating. I was like, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
This is whack. It's not because I'm like, well, probably because I'm trash, because I don't play it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to Naraka and I hosted that tournament and I spectated. I was a ref. Dude, I had so much fun watching people play.
Right, that's cool.
I've never had fun watching a gameplay. Like, that's why I was like, if you can do that, that's probably a game that you should be invested in, because then you can make content no matter what.
That's so cool that you say that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to make content out of a game that you're not even playing.
Yeah,
if you can do that,
because there's a lot of people that like certain games. Like I respect all the Warzone homies out there. I respect your grind and your 20 kills and your dubs. I can't do that shit. I can't hold an audience with my gameplay, but I could hold an audience with my personality. Mm-hmm. You know, so if I'm playing Warzone, people are like, "Oh, fucking Jimmy's playing Warzone. Let's see this shit." You know?
Yeah.
And that's what I want. You know what I mean? Like they're not there to see me get a win. If I get a win, everybody's all, "Fuck yeah, GG's." It was just cool. You know, I don't get them all the time, but when I do, it's dope. But you know, I'm not trying to say that I'm the best or trying to get dubs. I'm trying to have a good time. And I think that's why when you're talking about the whole Naraka thing and like, damn, I'm having a good time and I'm not even fucking playing it. I'm just watching this shit. I'm just spectating.
Watching people kick each other's asses. Just be like, ah!
Right?
It was great. You know, and I was even able to, like, wifey compete in the tournament. Yeah. She was kicking some people's asses. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. She was like, I'm not going to win. She got 4th place.
It's dope.
I was like, get the fuck. Like, it was just dope. So it's like, to be able to do stuff. And that kind of ties into, like, one thing from tonight that the guys was talking about. They said, like, everybody knows their role. Yeah. Like, when they were playing, there was someone who's the best Apex player.
Yeah, yeah. When they play with the, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, the thing about us that makes us, like, not great, but, like, it's great playing with each other is we all know our role. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm the comms guy. I think Blackline Gamer says, I'm the comms guy. I don't care if that dude's walking. He's like,
I'm going to call him out, yeah.
Yeah, they was like, Kale's going to push him. Yeah. He's going to give him that pressure. That's going to probably throw him off, and then Thrive's just going to pick him off. Yep. Like, knowing your role kind of goes to streaming. Yeah. It's like co-streaming, you got to know your role. Okay, if I'm going to play with Jimmy on Naraka and I'm sweaty and Jimmy's funny, I'm going to focus on trying to catch the carry. Yeah. Jimmy's going to be funny. And then when you go to Warzone and Jimmy's sweaty and I'm the funny guy, you got to know your role. Yeah. And that's just like, that goes in solo styles. Like, you got to know who you are and what your strengths are. And then you got to know how to be able to mingle with others and, like, how can I, like, balance with this person's strengths? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, like, we were saying it earlier. I was like, I like being the gel to a lot of different people.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
You know, I just, like, I might not conform to a certain end, but I feel like I've always in my life, in the way I carry myself, is like I try to be a gel. I try to be cool with everybody. Yep. And you were saying that earlier, like being a chameleon to a certain extent in whatever atmosphere you are, but still being yourself. And I feel like I always do that really well. I feel like I'm always myself all the time, and I'm comfortable in my skin enough to say that. And if you don't like me, that's, you know, it's all good. I'm not getting offended, right? Yeah. But I'm just being myself all the time, on stream, off stream, whatever. Like, damn, Jimmy was exactly out stream, in your stream, out your stream, in your butt, out your butt. But
hey, yo.
But yeah, you know what I mean. So it's cool to see that, how you were saying, like, it's cool to see people how they are in person and shit like that. But I think it was a GG's tonight and a win. And I appreciate you staying out and having a little post thing about it. Shout out to everybody who was out there,
dude.
And meeting everybody, man. Just, it was a win.
Hey, man, shout out to you too, dog. Everybody, like, you know, a lot of people came here for some potential maybe business networking and stuff like that, and people came to have fun, like vacation style, just to be able to wild out, just enjoy a weekend. But, like, shout out to you for even thinking about doing it. Not many people came, even when Big Box and them came, it was like, oh
shit, like, you got this shit. I was trying to record some content over this bitch, man. Like, thank you for coming by, man. Y'all don't even know. But yeah, I win.
But it's just like you taking the next steps, man. Yeah. It's something that's commendable.
Well, here's the thing, too, is like, there was another question I was going to ask them, and I'll ask you before you get out of here real quick. Yeah. do you feel like it's important to get the thumbs up from your peers?
See, yeah, I remember that question.
Remember, I was going to, yeah.
That was a
Do
great
you
question.
care? Do you care if your peers like you or don't like you?
So for my question is kind of a gray area. It depends on if I respect you.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't respect you, I can give a damn.
Yeah.
If I respect you, it's more of a I value your opinion versus I need like that gratification.
Mm-hmm.
I value your opinion. If your opinion is positive, negative, it doesn't matter. I still value.
Yeah.
But it's only if I respect you.
Yeah, exactly. If I think you're an asshole, I can care less of what you're gonna say.
Like if we're not like on that level of like, I value what you say.
If I genuinely told you something, hey Miko, this, you're gonna look at it like there's a reason that Jimmy's telling me that he's not trying to just troll me or fuck with me. He's honestly telling me something. That makes sense.
It's like, okay, it's coming from Jimmy versus if it's coming from Johnny Two Shoes over here. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
you don't think I'm great? Like, fuck you. I am.
Yeah, like it's at the end of the day, I'm like, suck my ass. I really don't care because, dude, when old dude said that, I was crying when he said suck my ass. I was dying. But I think that's just the best for me. There's some people I can tell from being there that they do give a damn about what other people think. And there's nothing
you have to a certain extent.
Exactly.
How you were saying if somebody's on a good note and they're being positive and you know what I mean, and you get to know them, like it's cool to get that little nod.
Yeah, to get
you're not trying to suck their dick or anything or trying to get approval. But when somebody knows you and respects, say, hey, I see you. Like there was a couple of people. There was, you're unfortunate one. This isn't this, and you're like, hey, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate it because you don't know who the fuck they are, but they were genuinely happy to see you and they liked your stuff, and it was cool. So at that point, it just kind of like, it's cool to hear somebody else that's a content creator that likes my shit. I don't even know who the fuck they are, but they come to me.
Mods for content creators too. And I was like, that's dope. Having mods going on to check people out.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, and I was laughing. I made that joke, which I think is funny too. Is but it was like, oh, you're the unfortunate one. I'm like, I mean, yeah, you read my sticker. But then what I noticed with two people that said that they talked about my stream, and I was like, no, you're being real.
Yeah.
Like that while Kelly Kale's mod came up, it was like, yo, I saw your stuff and you were doing stuff with like dinosaurs or sometimes like when I played art, they were like, yeah, that was cool. And then you did something, I can't remember, but it was like really cool with like ninja stuff. I was in the rocket. They were like, yeah, that game was. I was like, okay, so you actually watched my content. You didn't just read my name. So I was like, oh shit, that's cool. And I was like
for them to take out of the time to go, at least, you're not all up in my shit all the time, but at least you know who I am and I respect. It's cool. Thank you. That
actually was really nice. Getting like, I had like 5 people come up to me that like knew who I was. I felt bad, but it was like, man, that actually felt really. It
was
good.
Cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. Like, thank you. Nice. Yeah, thank you, man. And it was like this. I didn't have anybody come up to me like, "Oh my god, you're Jimmy Dukes Gaming."
Damn, now I feel like shit. You know what?
I had nobody. They said, "Who the fuck are you?"
Fuck this sticker, man.
They said, "You're unfortunate one. Who the fuck are you, little ass?" I'm Jimmy Dukes Gaming. No, but that was cool, man. Thank you for taking the time, dog.
It's the little voice
to come hang out. I appreciate it. And I love you, man. This is great. Bro. Good shit, man. I hope you guys enjoy this content, man. This is just something that we wanted to do after. And I appreciate you taking the time and hanging out with you, man. And hopefully this won't be the last time we get to hang out in person.
Oh, yeah, dude. This will be
We'll figure it out, man, for sure, dog. Thank you so much for your time, bro.
Meet you and the fam, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Appreciate you guys. Y'all take care, man. Y'all make sure you guys check us out. We always got shit going on. Appreciate y'all, man. Your time and your continuing support.
All day.
Y'all, peace out, homies.